Ethereum is going to $10,000, and I'm going to show you exactly why and when.
Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15. Guys, I can promise you one thing. Sit down, get ready for this video and watch it all the way through, because today is certainly a special one. We will not only be talking about the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term, what we are expecting right now for Bitcoin, including price targets, including our trading setups, but also we will be zooming out and we will be showing you exactly what price we are expecting for Bitcoin this year, but even more important, for Ethereum, when it is going to hit 10,000 US dollars and why. You do not want to miss out on that, guys, because we have proof and very, very compelling evidence for that. We will be talking about the DeFi space, about our game plan and much, much more. So make sure you take a seat, you scroll down and you smash up the like button to at least 6,000 likes. I mean, guys, we have sometimes 30,000 views. Imagine everyone clicking the like button. It would be something completely new, unseen in the space. So please, guys, if you appreciate it, everyone's click the like button. It just takes a second or so. And we recently got 5,300 likes on this video, as you can see, which is completely crazy. So thank you so much for your continuous support. And with that being said, I really wanted to come to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. I'm seeing the market go going to be dumping all the way to $8,000. No, just kidding. How you doing over there, Chris?
I'm doing very well, and you know what? 8,000 wouldn't be even the end of the world. We saw these prices like 4 weeks ago or so whatever. But of course, I mean, this was just a joke. Let's see what the charts are telling us. Thank you once again for coming back to the channel, DaVinci. I know it's late there. So for everyone watching, look at the likes of our previous videos, 3,000, 4,000, even 5,300 likes. Let's try to knock out our last high at 5,300. We are doing that for free, and all we want is just to see some massive likes popping in. DaVinci, maybe we are pulling up the charts and see what your magical TA is saying on Bitcoin right now before we go into Ethereum and the altcoin space.
All right, well, let's take a look at Bitcoin, of course, on the daily. We are moving into the overextended territory. We're not quite yet. This indicator hasn't gone stupid yet, where it goes above the 20 mark here. But the RSI and the Willy are effectively overbought. But Bitcoin is broken out. It's set to go higher. We just don't know when. Whether it comes back and checks this line here, or if at worst fill the CME gap down here at 9,000, well, probably about 9,600. I think it's probably just going to bounce off of this level. Maybe the CME gap will go. CME futures will probably go lower than this point. I bet you it's just going to come to. If it does come down here, it will just get really close and then bounce up and go higher. I don't think you'll see the $9,600 handle completely on this market here on the perpetual swaps contracts. With that said, let's go down to a lower time frame to see what we can see. Again, looking here, looks like there was a W happening. Unfortunately, this thing was one of those W's that you were like, yeah, this is a breakout. This is what I want to take. This is why I don't like breakout trades. This looked clear to me, like, you know, you got a W here, kind of, right? Don't you see a little W there? It's a breakout. We're gonna go. Right, and it really took you for all it was worth, right? Because it was like really hard. It kept coming back. If you looked at the lower time frames, and then finally just wiped you out. Yeah. If you didn't have your stop loss down here, most newbies have their stop loss up here at 10,862, not at the right stop loss, which is the 10,584, and so they got liquidated. And yeah, that's the way the market plays, and that's why I do not like breakout trades. It's more often than not for me, I get burned, so I look for the trades that are going to give me the position of strength that I'm looking for to trade, so that I don't lose a lot of money if I do get stopped out. Because you know what, we all know that nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. We only just make our best estimate based on the data that we have, and we go from there. So let's take a look at what is our best estimate. So take a look at this chart on the hourly. Well, let me just go to the hourly here. Right, you can see we've got like a pennant happening here. That's clear. So I was thinking, I've already told my Telegram group of members, hey, we got to get in on this particular dump down here, because look, if we let me just zoom in a little bit and then move this over here so that everybody can see it, and I'm gonna take it off of auto fit so we can move it over a little bit more, and there you go. If we go take the fibs, you can see where the 61.8 is. So I was saying, hey guys, as I was talking with Chris, we saw this trade, go for it, take it, and yeah. So you're probably gonna miss this trade. Depends on whether, and there's no guarantees that we're gonna actually win, right? Keep that in mind as well. But our stop loss was right down here, and we're gonna take half off the table if the price comes back and gives us a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and you know, obviously if it comes back up, it's going to do a W and break out. So we'll take a half off the table, set our stop loss to break even. It's also possible that, you know, you can ride this up even further. It's just that, you know, bulls make money, bears make money, and what happens to
All right. Our good old jokes always. We have to make some t-shirts, Da Vinci. By the way, guys, we have some t-shirts down below. I think if you're watching from your mobile phone, maybe you can check them out. But yes, Da Vinci, thank you so much for this short-term trade. Many people, many people already took like trades way below $10,000 if they are following the MMCrypto channel. Many people are still looking out for what is your price prediction for this year. Of course, this is vague. Of course, things can turn around, things can come differently, but taking all the knowledge, all the factors you actually have right now into consideration, what would be your best ballpark estimate for the high of Bitcoin this year? Is it more bullish? Is it more bearish? And what would be your price target here if someone points a gun to your head?
I'd say about $1,000 if they point a gun to my head.
Yeah, so they don't want your Bitcoin. But we talked about it before. Let's go maybe on the daily, because you had something very interesting to share here regarding this price prediction.
Yeah, on the daily, if we go to the daily, and let me actually do it on this chart here. If we go to the daily, we can go zooming out and do a Fibonacci extension, and you can see the golden ratio is at the $14,684. So that's probably where we're going to see a little bit of a traffic area. Don't be surprised if the shorts come in, people coming to short this thing really hard there. It doesn't line up with the last high, but yeah, it'll just probably have a rollover. We're gonna come back, maybe test the $10,000 level, depending on what happens up down here, of course, right? If we break up all the way to the 14,000, you know we're coming back to the 10,000 for sure, just to see. Yeah, you sure you want to do that, and then go higher? It all depends on how the market plays out.
I actually find that very interesting, because after we broke the $10,500 level, there's already so little traffic above us between the 10,500 and the previous $14,000 high, VPVR wise, volume per volume range wise. But in case we are knocking out the $14,000 level, I mean, we have been above the $14,000 level all the way up to the 20,000 all-time high in 2017, maybe for 2 weeks or whatever. So of course, like, there is so much thin air above us that I could imagine, only in case we are reaching this Fibonacci extension of the golden ratio here of 14,600, I could imagine, if the price is not retracing, or maybe after retracement, that we can go ballistic very, very fast, and usually Bitcoin catches the people by surprise. And no one is expecting these crazy price targets right now, and maybe this time the Bitcoin takes the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time, only by letting them standing on the sidelines and creating these huge opportunity costs of missing out. This is my take on Bitcoin right now, in case we are continuing this parabolic run towards the upside. So thank you so much for your thoughts on Bitcoin. Everyone who appreciates that, and everyone who thinks that a price of 14,600 is possible this year, scroll down, smash the like button, and also leave your thoughts in the comment section. I will be personally trying to answer 20, 30, 40, maybe even 50 comments in the comment section down below if you scroll down and you leave your thoughts right now. So, Da Vinci, Ethereum is the next one. Before we go into this crazy DeFi data and our thoughts on the whole DeFi space right now, you for sure do not want to be missing out on. What is your take on Ethereum, Da Vinci? You've been calling for higher prices since 240. Now we are here at $330. What do you think? Is this right over, or is there more upside?
Well, okay, before we go into that, I want to point out that I did have a trade down here, and didn't I didn't get a fill. You can see that the breakout trade actually did work on this one. Remember how I was talking about, hey, this is your breakout trade, but it really brutalized you. You had to set the stop loss to this what's it called, the $306 level and 66 cents. It was brutal. Somebody's playing.
Wow. Wow.
And what happened was, it didn't come down to really scare you. I mean, it broke this triangle pattern, and you're like, oh my God, I should get out. And that's how the market works, right? It really messes with your head, and then it just turns around and pops up. Now, if Ethereum does turn around and move higher, that will bode very well for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will follow it. I think Bitcoin, this is leading Bitcoin and telling Bitcoin, dragging Bitcoin, kicking and screaming higher. So I really think that we might see higher prices here, depending on if we break this trend line here. It's not the end of the world if we break this trend line, but it's better if we don't.
Yeah.
And if we do round up here, that's going to be great. Makes a nice W, maybe on a lower time frame, and then we're off to the races. If we break the trend, I would suggest you move your stops. If you are in this trade, you move your stops right about to the $314 level. We break there, all hell might break loose. Because there's a lot of people who have stops down here, and they are going to get slaughtered. So you don't know how far this thing is going to drop should it break the $314 level. And that's where I see Ethereum. If we break higher, right, of course, we have to break the high of what's it called, $343, and then we're off to the races. And you should see maybe the $400 level as the $400 handle is the next stopping point.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny, man. I actually also had like the $380 to $400 level as a measured move price target here in one of the last episodes. I think you and me, we also covered it here with your TA before. So yeah, let's see if we are hitting that. Coming from all the way down at 240, whoever took the trade there, whoever is still in the trade, wow, you are making massive gains here. By the way, I wanted to thank everyone for leaving your thoughts and your feedback always in the comment section. I'm reading these comments every evening, every morning. It really gives me so much power reading your kind words there every single day. Thank you so much for that. And even though I'm not answering all of the comments, many comments, but not all of them, I'm reading all of them. So thank you so much for that. It is really not going unnoticed. And since we all see the DeFi space evolving right now. I wanted to take a few moments of that video and talk with you, Da Vinci, about the DeFi space. Before we are doing that, and before I ask my question to you, I wanted to pull out this statistic here. And before that, we talked about Bitcoin, Ethereum, guys. Just for a quick side note, please only trade it, hold it, whatever, like holding, everyone can hold for the long term, but trade it only if you are an experienced trader. If you are, however, I negotiated the highest bonuses on YouTube for you. If you scroll down to the pinned comment, up to $502 for free after 0.2 or 0.5 Bitcoin deposit, and a $502 bonus. If you take only the bonus and you trade at 20x leverage, that would be already a $10,000 trade for free, and you can withdraw the free profits from this free trade onto your wallet addresses and so on. So try it out, but also look at this disclaimer. Only if you're an experienced trader. This is very important for me, even if you're only trading the bonus. However, DeFi space, I really wanted to take some moments about that, because guys, look at this. This is the total value locked in US dollars in the decentralized finance space. And of course, this is taking all these projects here into consideration, whether it's Algorithms, Synthetics, Compound, MakerDAO, Yearn Finance with the 100x, I just covered it recently. But if you take all of these into consideration, we are right now at $4 billion US dollars. This is already a very crazy number, considering that in the middle of June, we were at $1 billion US dollars only. This is a 4x. And to show you the craziness of this, to show you it's crazy, Da Vinci, right? I mean, I'm mind blown. Yeah. Mind blown. Think about this exponential function just going forward. And I wanted to remind you guys, we talked about the DeFi space last year. It's not that we are coming now when it's getting viral. Da Vinci and me, we talked about that last year. And you remember when it was going exponential. Well, let me zoom out on the yearly chart and show you how tiny, look at this, how tiny this little spike here looks to compared to the spike we actually started to set in the middle of June here, when we went all the way up from 1 billion to 4 billion US dollars. And I personally like to drive narratives. So when you had in 2016-17 the ICOs taking over the crowdfunding space of startups, right now the DeFi space is actually trying to substitute banking services. So imagine the potential for that in case it succeeds. So Da Vinci, I wanted to know from you, what is your expectation for DeFi? Do you believe in it? How are you planning to ride this wave? Maybe I will share my opinion also in the end, but now I really want to know, what is your game plan?
Well, I foresee that DeFi, with the amount of money coming in and big players coming in, big players do have the same emotions as you do. They do FOMO in, they do go crazy, and especially with big amounts of cash, right? They drop. I've watched a video of them like throwing away $250,000, $1 million cars like it was like an underwear. They changed underwear. So imagine if that kind of cash comes into the DeFi space, with our particular volume and liquidity pool of this much, and they have like unlimited cash, that means we're probably going to see the DeFi space in the next 18 months move all the way to $1 trillion market cap.
Wow. Imagine what this means for Ethereum, because imagine you have to, for example, a lot of the DeFi lockups, they happen with locked up Ethereum. And what happens if you have a very scarce asset like Bitcoin, and you could even consider Ethereum kind of scarce, being locked up, which you cannot artificially inflate just at your own behalf, like the Federal Reserve is doing it with currency. Imagine all of this being locked up, squeezing and contracting the circulating supply of these specific assets. So just imagine what that makes for the price. At the same time, of course, the demand is increasing because more people are FOMOing into the DeFi space whilst the supply is contracting. Yes, Da Vinci.
I want to show people something, because when I saw this, it just made me realize how mainstream crypto is. And I'm going to show you on this chart here. Well, not chart, but basically there is a chart there. But I want to show you on this image here, and I'm going to pull it up. And you'll notice that I'm showing the dollar index, right? Dollar index is falling down, and it looks like the dollar wants to drop, the bottom drop out on it. This is going to be it's a bumpy ride come September. But anyways, you see here, did you notice something here? You've got Europe, Asia, FX,
Crazy.
rates, futures, crypto.
We are there, man. We are there. We are prepared for the mainstream.
Imagine that like 4 years ago.
No
right?
way.
4 years ago.
I remember when 4 years ago when CNBC mentioned Bitcoin or so, everyone was like, whoa. So crazy.
So yeah, you have to understand, now the big players are here, and they're going to FOMO just as well as you are. And that's what's going to drive the price like crazy, especially since they have access to the printing press. And so money is like, flowing everywhere for these guys. They don't care. Some of these guys don't care about $25 million. That's pocket change for them.
Yeah. Very, very nice, very well thought through, and I agree with that. Just putting it together as a small little candy here for everyone who sticked until the end of the video. Da Vinci, you said in 12 to 18 months, $1 trillion locked in DeFi. Well, I think this is possible, but taking that into consideration, also taking into consideration how many Ethereum have to be locked up for that, what would be your price prediction, just like, of course, out of the woods, taken here for Ethereum? What do you think Ethereum could reach as a price in case DeFi succeeds as crazy as just predicted?
Well, I see Ethereum well over $10,000 for a short time. I don't expect it to stay there, though. I don't expect it to stay there at all. But it's going to be over $10,000 sometime.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. I mean, I just wanted to give a candy out for everyone who sticked until the end. And I mean, everyone who is saying now, wow, are you ludicrous? Think about Ethereum not having a completely free supply. You cannot just artificially inflate it. It has a scheduled inflation, and then huge amounts of Ethereum being locked up within 12 months, the demand increasing, the supply contracting. Imagine what this usually makes for the price, of course. So everyone who doesn't believe in at least the possibility, think about that once again. Yes, Da Vinci?
Awesome. Once they switch to 2.0, you're forgetting that they're going to burn any kind of transaction fees. So, for example, when you pay for your gas, they're going to burn your transaction fees instead of giving it to the stakers. So that will definitely reduce the supply, and you have both the reduction in the supply from stakers and from people who spend the gas fees as well. So it's going to be a double whammy, which will drive this thing heavily higher.
Thank you so much for that, Da Vinci. I have goosebumps. I can't wait to release this video. I have to check out. I have a flight to Bangkok today and over to Chiang Mai. So, Da Vinci, do you have any updates to share? I know you are still working day and night on Pandora's Wallet, your private secret Telegram group with your trading setups here in absolute real time is completely going ballistic right now. Do you have any updates to share? By the way, for everyone, the link is once again in the pinned comment down below.
Yes, right now, if you want to buy 5 years by any chance, we just sold a 5-year subscription and today, and so we gave that person a 70% discount. So if you're interested in doing that as well, send an email to Carolina at davincicodes.net, and she will try to accommodate you. Also, if you, with that subscription, you have access to me answering your questions and stuff like that. I will answer your question in the MMCrypto's Telegram group. You just have to tag me as well, right? So if that's all you're looking for, enter the MMCrypto's Telegram group, put at DaVinciJ15 if you have a question, and when I have some time, I will get around to answer your questions, not a problem. But if you want a little bit faster, subscribe to Pandora's Wallet, and you'll not only get what I'm doing for my trades, but you'll also see my portfolio. And another thing, in the future, we're going to be providing instead of people just copying my portfolio, you'll be able to just pay to get in, and I'll trade for you, basically.
Wow, that sounds crazy. Okay, keep me updated on that. I didn't know that so far. But once again, everyone, the link for Pandora's Wallet and also the link for the MMCrypto Telegram group with more than 15,000 people, both also down below in the comment section. So Da Vinci, thank you so much for your knowledge bombs in today's episode. It was really crazy, especially the Ethereum price target. Everyone, thank you so much for smashing up the like button, for leaving your feedback in the comment section. As I already said, it makes my day every single day. And with that being said, Da Vinci, do you have any last words to share before we wrap up today's episode?
Always play from a position of strength and don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other at the next one of MMCrypto today or tomorrow. Sometimes I'm doing 2 videos a day right now. And as always, guys, click the subscription box right here, and also click the Bible tutorial right there. Take the mouse, click it right now. And with that being said, as always, guys, bye-bye.